Hello? Huh? What? What is wrong with this? I'm just trying to look like the wallpaper, okay? Oh gosh. Please comment. Personally, I love it. I love it. My princess fantasy like took another dimension today with this top. Bonjour fragrance lovers, this is Clémence. I'm talking about fragrance and welcome back to Fragrance Academy. Long time no see, I know. And we talk about a perfumer and his amazing creation. And that's not like a little perfumer, guys. This is one of the biggest perfumer that we have nowadays. At the end of the video, I will give you my top 5 fragrance from this gentleman. And there's fragrance that you all know and that you love. And so you're gonna enjoy this video. If you haven't seen like the other episode, I've got a special playlist in Fragrance Academy where you can see all the episodes of different perfumers. So yeah, let's go. Morillas. So who is Alberto Morillas? He's a famous perfumer. Usually when people don't know about perfumery or just get to know perfumery, they know Alberto Morillas. It's a big name. He's Spanish, born in 1950 in Seville. It doesn't really stay to Spain that much because when he's around 10, basically he goes to Switzerland. Beautiful Switzerland. He's studying 2 years of Les Beaux-Arts, so basically art school. And it's something that you can really see like with previous perfumers. They're usually really passionate about art, about music. Fragrance is like a symphony. It's really linked to an art. So when people say, oh, you just need green, I'm just like, you don't know what you're talking about. It's an art. So he's in Geneva during those years. In only the 20s, his career in perfumery starts. So when he's around 20, he's like, okay, I want to do that. It's kind of self-taught. He was basically inspired by Jean-Paul Gaultier. I think he read like an article in Vogue about him and his work. So Jean-Paul Gaultier. Jean-Paul Guerlain. N'importe quoi. Jean-Paul Guerlain, and I think, you know, like, who didn't get inspired by those big names in perfumery? I think Jean-Paul Gaultier, Coco Chanel, Christian Dior. You know, when you hear their work and stuff like that, especially Guerlain because he was really specialized in perfumery. In 1970s, he joined Swiss Fragrance and also Firmenich. If you don't know, Firmenich is a big name. Big company in the fragrance industry, like working around the flavor and everything, blah blah. And there's actually a lot of well-known perfumer in this firm as well nowadays. Some people say that he nearly created 7,000 fragrance. I'm just like, how? Maybe they count the draft and things like that because I'm just like, no. But I think it's probably like, you know, things that he tried to create and stuff like that. You know, he's really famous, like I think Olivier Cresp, to have created like a bunch of fragrance that we know. He started his really career with one fragrance that really like elevate, I would say, his career, make him famous, and it's by Cartier. So Cartier, you know, this jewelry brand wanted to create their first fragrance ever. And what was the first fragrance of Cartier? I'm telling you, I'm asking you, and it's must. If you haven't tried this, it's a must. It smells quite classic and vintage, but it's something I still really enjoy myself. I think it's a beautiful fragrance. I like Cartier because they're quite versatile fragrance, fresh, but they have a lot of character usually and have something quite unique as well. And he started to work for different brands. One of the biggest thing that he's done as well was 1994 CK1. Everybody knows this fragrance because it was marketed as by Calvin Klein. It was marketed as the first unisex fragrance. So, of course, there was a lot of unisex fragrance before and stuff like that. Niche fragrance always been like unisex, and niche is not new, like it's independent perfumery, so it always kind of existed. It's a revolution because in designer, there was not really unisex fragrance. If you were going to a perfumery shop, like for example, for me, that was Sephora, that I was going a lot when I was younger, there was the male, there was the female, but there was none unisex line, you know, it's not happening and still not now. I think that they do that a bit more. When I started to work, do my perfumery studies, I was on internship for, what was the brand I was for? Interparfums. So I was working for Repetto, Lanvin, Montblanc, Balmain, lots of things like that, a lot of brands like this. And yeah, I was in internship in Sephora during the weekends, apart from my studies. I remember like CK1 was the only fragrance that was in the male range, but also in the female. So I was just like, what's that? Personally, not something I really enjoy myself. I mean, it's very clean, it's very fresh, vivid, vibrant. So it's not something I really, it's not my vibe, you know, but like enjoy it. In 1997, he created a brand that he created himself. He started by scented candle. I think there was like a lot of scented candle. And then later on, he created a fragrance. And another info that I've picked recently, and I'm absolutely shocked, he's got a collaboration with Elegance and Foda in Salon de Parfum in Harrods in London. He's having like a proper consultation service, and it's called Bespoke by Alberto Morillas. And when I seen that, I was like, how much? Take my money. Take my money! I want to do like a bespoke service with Alberto Morillas. He must be insane, to be fair. Like, you need to find the time to get him there. He's a celebrity. Come on, like, what? And then I thought it would be nice to tell you that this guy received in 2003 the Prix François Coty, which is like the Oscars in the fragrance. So it's really a big prize, and when you receive that, like, you achieve something, you know, like. And then after, in 2013, he received the Lifetime Award by the Fragrance Foundation Award, which I think is really deserved. Like, I mean, you can't imagine how many fragrances he did that you like, that's been created by this man. It's crazy. I think his style all over is usually did, like, for me at least, I think fragrances that are likable. Like, people like them, like most of them. I think he created a lot of things that are absolutely insane as well. But the work of Alberto Morillas has always been like something that is likable, I think easy to wear, a big man in the business. If I tell you some, for example, fragrance that he created, light blue from Dolce & Gabbana, the intense one, the Acqua di Gio's range, like, I mean, please. Good Girl Gone Bad, Extreme by Kilian, Dark Lord and Muscood as well by the same company. I mean, love that. Bulgari Man line, which is a line that I adore, and the Omnia line for women that I own one and I really like it for summer. Gucci Bloom and Gucci Voice of the Snake, I love that fragrance. Flower by Kenzo, all the range. Lanvin L'Homme, which was for me one of my best male fragrance, but sadly discontinued. The whole line of Marc Jacobs Daisy. Really recently you heard his name because he's been working with Jeremy Fragrance on his scent office, date and suit. Tie. Oh gosh, like, why did I say suit? Now let's talk about my top 5 favorite fragrance from Alberto Morillas. In number 5, I wanted to put Acqua di Gio Profumo. I love the Profumo, that's my favorite of the Acqua di Gio line. I will do a video with all the difference of Acqua di Gio, no worries. I think this fragrance is easy to wear, but it's got some depth and it gives that character. It's nice for winter, it's nice for summer. If you don't know what to wear in designer, go for this one, you're gonna love it. Number 4 is Bulgari Man in Black. For me, lasting fragrance, it lasts on the skin like crazy, it gives character, and it also gives that ultimate freshness with Bulgari. Always like work on some kind of freshness. This one is more woody, more darker again, even more darker than the Profumo, and it's just stunning, like, honestly, like, and it's one of my favorite designer line of fragrance. I need to do a video on those, but I really enjoy them. Number 3, so we're going to the 3, it's from Elegance, and it's the Tragedy of Lord George. This fragrance is incredible. Like, you wear that, it gives so much character, but sophistication as well. That's mainly like all the scent of Elegance. They're always like so sophisticated. What I like with it is this woody note, this amber vanilla that is quite present without being cloying at all. It's mainly a dominance of wood in there, but when you wear it, it's not heavy and it's got really that smoke. It's usually like what Elegance got, they have that smoke, so they give a lot of mystery and a lot of charms, like a gentleman, this fragrance, but captivating. Velvety, slightly gourmand, and also like quite dark. So if you're looking for sensuality but sophistication, beautiful. Number 2 is Muscoud by Kilian, a fragrance I was in love and I wish I could have that to my collection. I was surprised because the oud is really discreet in there, so you smell a lot of darkness in this fragrance, but a musky one, so it's nearly cottony. You know, it's comfortable. When you smell it, you're like, oh, it's delicate but dark at the same time. And this muskiness doesn't smell that much clean. It's like cloudy, and you can smell this cloud element, like very powdery. You push me! It's got a slightly green touch with cypress and also the cardamom is something slightly spicy. You know, Nali, yummy. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Oh! I know, baby. Say hi to the camera. Hello. Hello. He's really like booping my feet because he wants some treat. And number 1, Acqua di Parma Intensa. Colonia Intensa. I think it's killing everyone, this fragrance. I just love it so much, especially guys for spring and summer, you're gonna love it. I think it's one of the most sexy cologne on men. It's fresh, but it's got a lot of like spiciness, slightly a bit of darkness with the Intensa. It's got a lot of character, but it's basically the cliché for me of an Italian gentleman. He's cheeky, he's charming, he's seductive, but at the same time he's super classy. That's what he makes me think of. And Colonia is like you take another cologne, quite classic and vintage, and you modernize it with some darker note and spicier note. It's incredible. It's a fragrance like, I remember the first time I smelled it and I was like, mind blown, absolutely love it. It doesn't smell young, you know, it doesn't smell old neither, but it's not like super like clubbing fragrance, you know, like there's some fresh fragrance that are quite younger. I think if you want to wear Acqua di Parma Colonia Intensa, you need to have a good outfit. Casual chic if you like, but you need to, you know, you want to seduce and you want to, you know, it's not something you can wear with like a jumper. No, don't do this. But anyway, tell me in the comments what's your favorite creation from Alberto Morillas. I'm sure you have one. You must have one. Like there's too many anyway. I really enjoyed doing the video. For me, it's good because I'm learning again and I make you learn also some stuff. And I love to talk about perfumer. I think you always need to think that there's an artist behind this bottle, and I think like Frédéric Malle did, the name of this artist should be on the bottle. Why? Why the name of perfumer or not on the bottle? It's like basically a piece of art, like a painting without somebody like signing it. An offense. Like, I think, I hope this is gonna change because it's like not signing a book, like an anonymous author from a book. Like, oh gosh, like, I wish people give more credit to perfumer, and that's why I'm doing this series. If you think the same, hit the little button like, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you very, very soon. Lots of love. Bye bye.